Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Susie. My channel is Light Fragments Oracle, where I discuss all kinds of different things in case you're new here. And so I invite you all to go check out some of my videos. I try to be a very positive, upbeat person, but I have days just like everybody else, and for the most part, I really don't hide my personality. I really don't hide who I am. So I was looking in the comments section this morning, and somebody asked if I could do a full face of makeup. So I'm feeling very harmonious today. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm going to be using, again, my Alter Ego palette, which is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Retro palette. And I am just loving this palette. I'm going to go back to Alter Ego and see what else I can pick up, because I really like the quality of the eyeshadows and I love that color story. I already put on some of my e.l.f. Peach color corrector. I'm just going to add a little bit more right here and right here. Just a little bit more. I'm loving this. Loving it. It's making a big difference. And also applying it with the fluffy brush is making a huge, huge difference. It's a light hand. So I watched a makeup artist this morning do I'm trying to think if it was Instagram. It was a longer, short video, but longer than a minute. And he was talking about what disguises or corrects, let's put it this way, fine lines and wrinkles. Well, there's nothing that corrects them. Nothing. All we can do is try to enhance the features that we have, the little imperfections that we have, and there are tips, and that's what makeup artists do, is give out tips. So I found it very interesting, because I hadn't seen him before. Was he first color corrected on his own face because he had dark circles. Then he went back in with a regular concealer and he focused not all the way up under the eye, but right in the hollow. It's the tear trough is what it's called. And then he put a little bit right here, a little bit right here. He didn't go, he didn't go crazy. All the same areas that I put my concealer in. But I had never seen him before. I just took a bunch of different tips from different makeup artists and I put them all together into my own. And then he also used a fluffy eyeshadow brush, blending brush, and he patted it in, which is what I'm doing now. I suggest you do not take your concealer up under your eye at first, okay, because there are all kinds of wrinkles in this section. So focus just right on the tear trough. Okay, once you get that down, then you can go to the other side and just let the side you just did sit a little bit. Okay, see how I'm just kind of patting and going around? Now you can go back to this side and you can take it up, what's left on the brush, under the eye. And I am not a makeup artist. I'm just learning for myself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently pull down my, see how it gently pull this down. I'm going to go back in and feather again. Now you can just leave it like that. But if you want to go back in with another concealer, okay, so I went corrector, lighter, brighter concealer, and this one is more my skin tone. You can go back in with a little more, very, one dot, one dot. Okay, this goes very quickly when you're not talking. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to go all the way up under my eye. See what I'm doing? Now, if you do not have a lot of wrinkles under your eyes, you don't have to go to this step. Now what I'm going to do is whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to wipe it under my eye. Like that. Going back again, gently pulling down, patting. And before that even has a chance to go anywhere, I'm going to set it with some translucent powder before I even put my foundation on. So you're going to put your brush in to the translucent powder, tap it off, and then pat it very gently. All right, now some of my videos that you've seen, like the baking and the cut crease and the Maybelline Age Rewind, I was stressing a point in all of those videos. Now, if you ask me, you can still see that I have wrinkles. But I just kind of want to set it. All right? I just want to set it. I want to make it last just a little bit longer without creasing. Now we're going to go into the foundation. I'm using the Kiko Milano foundation in Warm Beige 05. I did put some on my hand and checked and tested it on my hand. So I'm going to put it on with a brush first. This is lighter than my skin tone, but we're just going to blend it out. I'm just feeling like this today. You know how you kind of like, you have these days where you feel like, okay, I want to use this makeup today. Once I shear it out, it's not bad. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of stipple it in. And I find with this foundation, if you put on too much, it's very noticeable. But if you put a nice sheer cover on, and I forgot a step because I was talking, I wanted to use my setting spray as a primer. But I didn't. And by the way, I disagree with some makeup artists that say that setting sprays don't work. They do. They do work. I know on the days that I don't use them, my makeup doesn't look as nice at the end of the day than when I use them. Okay? Now, they can think how they want, but I've been doing this now for a year. And because I have mature skin, you know, I don't have young skin. Because I have mature skin, I wanted to see if these setting sprays worked. And my experience is that they do. Now I'm going to take a little bit of excess and go over my some of my age spots. Not a lot, though. I'm not really into that today. Okay? And that's it for foundation. Now, I wanted to tell you what this Kiko, I'll put all this in the description. This is the Smart Hydrating Foundation. And you know Kiko Milano is an Italian brand. So they're huge over there. I've never seen such big makeup stores in my life when I was researching them online. But I like their products. So let's put on, I did my face backwards. I should have put my eyeshadow on first, but woulda, shoulda, coulda. So let's see here. I am going to use this brush, which is dirty, but I used this when I used this palette the last time. So, and I'm feeling like nude today. So let's go in with some nude colors. This color right here, which is called Shy, I'm going to use that as my base color on my eyes. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this color right here. It's actually darker on the palette that I can see. Yeah, I'm going to use that in my crease. And I'm not doing anything fancy here. Nothing fancy today, just kind of like a, you know, an everyday look. Okay, to me, that's not dark enough. So I'm going to go back in with this color right here. And I'm going to go from here all the way in. I am really swirling. I'm not tapping off. This is not a shimmer. This is a satin. It's very pretty. Okay, this side. That's much better. That's much better. And now I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into this color right here, which is a shimmer. I'm going to take my finger and I'm just going to place it in the center of my eye. And I do it a little differently. I like to go up like that. Same with this side. I like to take it up, right through my crease up. Now, if you have hooded eyes, you probably wouldn't want to do that. Just keep the focus on your eyelid. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lighter color and go under my eyebrow. You don't even need to do that, but I like to do it because I like to blend my shadow in so it blends down. There are so many techniques, and not everybody is going to agree. So when you watch somebody, pick the techniques that you enjoy, okay? Pick the techniques that you enjoy. All right, now that that's done, I'm going to take a thinner brush, this one right here, and I'm going to go into this color right here. And I'm going to use that as my eyeliner, because I just don't feel like putting on any eyeliner today. So some of this may fall. If it does, I'll just wipe it off. This is such a gorgeous palette. And you guys, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be doing a giveaway, but I just wanted to let you know there's a lot of work in doing giveaways. So I want to celebrate reaching over 5,000 subscribers. And the way that I can give back is by doing a giveaway. And when I do that giveaway, I will do it within this week. I'm going to be giving away one of these. I'm going to be giving away this palette. I'm going to order it, and then when I get it in my hands is when I'm going to be doing the giveaway. That's if it's in stock. And I'm hoping that it is, because I want to do some, I'm not making any wings. I want to order some more from them. I'm going to take a smudge brush, and I'm just going to smudge this under my eyes so it doesn't look harsh going to into the corner. Okay, that's it for that. Now I'm going to put on my blush. And I'm just using the Makeup Revolution Quad. So I'm going to go in with a light color. I'm going to go in with this color right here. These are not creams. They are powders. I just kind of want to keep it light. And this bronzer right here, I'm going to use just underneath. Just underneath. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Angie Hot and Flashy, because I don't want a lot of bronzer. And I'm just going to put it just ever so slightly underneath. Just ever so slightly underneath. I don't contour, but, and then I'm going to do the same up here. And this is a small brush, okay? I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm putting it on with this. I'm putting it on with this. Same with under here. Just drawing it over. Just drawing it over. Now I'm going down. Right here. And yes, I do have a receding chin. It's okay. You can watch the video about that. I'm driving in my car, don't freak out, on a back road to work. And I talk about how the doctor, the orthodontist that I went to see, cut down my looks in a very subtle way. And that's when I decided, too bad. I'm not coming back to you. I'm not doing anything. This is who I am, And you're not going to gaslight me into making me think that I should be somebody else or look like somebody else. What he said to me, ugh, it still burns me up to this day. He said, when I get done with you, your husband won't even know you. He won't even recognize you. I marched my butt. I was very polite, asked him how much it was all going to cost, because all I wanted was to get my teeth. You know, my teeth used to be perfectly straight, and all I wanted was to get an appliance just to get my teeth back in alignment. And now he wants to do all this plastic surgery on me, break my jaw, shave down my nose, pull my jaw out so I didn't have a receding chin. And your husband isn't even going to recognize you. Okay, well, we'll see about that, because I'm going to go home and I'm going to ask my husband. And let's see what he has to say about it. So I marched my little butt right home. I'll tell you what happened. I was as polite as can be, and when I got in my car, boy, I was spitting and sputtering all the way home. And so I got out of the car, and I was young. I was in my 20s. I was late 20s. And I stormed up the stairs, and I walked into the living room, and my husband had come home from work, and he was sitting there reading the paper, because back in those days, that's what we did. And he put the paper down, and I said, I got a question to ask you. And he's like, okay. And I turned sideways, and I'm like, does my side view bother you? And he goes, no. And I said, well, evidently, it bothered the orthodontist surgeon that I went to see. And this is what he said to me. And my husband said, don't even listen to him. He said, he's just looking out for his pocketbook. That's it. I did not put any primer on my eyes today, just so you know. I kind of wanted to skip a step. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Brow Wow to do my eyebrows. Yeah, that was... And you know how when you're in your 20s and you're like... Excuse me. You know how when you're in your 20s, you're a little more conscious of all kinds of things than when you get older and you're more accepting. But I was so happy he said that. Yeah, don't pay any attention to that, he said. He's just looking out for his pocketbook. It's no reflection on you. And I know my husband that I'm married to now, because my first husband passed away when I was 34. I know he feels the same exact way. So, no, I'm not a freaking model. No, I'm not. I'm only 4 feet 11 inches tall. How can you be a model? But still, that was inappropriate to say. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back now. I've showed you everything that I've used. This is how I would wear my makeup on an easygoing day. If I didn't, I just didn't feel like doing anything special, but I wanted to be like half glam. This is not full glam for me. I'll show you full glam someday. But yeah, I'm going to get in close so you can see this color also accentuates my green eyes. So let me do everything else. I'll come back and we'll end this video. Oh my gosh, you guys, I figured out how to use the telescopic lift mascara. I'm shook. Boy, I tell you, trial and error. Let me show you. Oh, I got mascara in my hair. That happens sometimes. Okay. What you want to do is you want to use the comb, the double, there's a double line of teeth, and comb the mascara through your eyelashes. I had it backwards in yesterday's video. Then you turn the mascara, okay, to the flat side. So you can see all the little teeth. But you can also see that between there's a flat side, and there's also a flat side right here. Once you get it combed in, you only need 2 coats. Once you get it combed in, then you take the flat side and you deposit the mascara over what you've already combed on. And that's what gives it that volumizing look. So I've already done that, but I'm going to put a 3rd coat on just for you, okay? So I'm using the more curved side, and I'm going to go over with the mascara. Just with the flat side, not with any teeth. Do you see how it does that? Okay, now I'm going to do, you can turn this over, because there's another flat side. Kind of genius when you think about it. So you don't have to dip it back in. And now I'm going to use the other side, and I'm going to deposit from that flat side more mascara. See? Let me get in. I did get some mascara underneath, but that's only because I'm trying to show you guys how I do it. So I can get on board with this. And then all I did was go underneath like this. And the little teeth just kind of catch the lower lashes. So that was fun. Let me look underneath here, because how am I going to get rid of that? I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to tight line, which I wasn't going to do, but I want to kind of get that mascara off. So I'm going to take the Lure liner, and I went into Dollar General and I went to look for eyeliners. Believe Beauty eyeliners. They hardly had any. And I was like, geez, I'm crow. Okay. Let me do this one. I don't always like to tight line because I don't feel like it brightens up your eyes. It just helps to make your upper lashes look. That burned my eyes. My eyes are watering. That was me because I was talking. Typically, I've got that down to a science too. Okay, I think that's good. So now we're going to do lipstick, and then we're going to call it a day. And I want to show you this lipstick. This lipstick is so cool. This came from Makeup Revolution in my advent calendar. This is the color Chauffeur. Yeah, I used it a few days ago. Okay, so I'm going to put this on. I love it. But this is the coolest thing. Let me show you. See this right here? You think it's just showing you what the color of the lipstick is? This twists off. And inside is a little sample of the bullet. See? Isn't that cool? I love nifty little things like that. It was like the Cracker Jack box when I was a kid. Are you kidding? I would eat the Cracker Jacks, but I was like digging my little fingers in there to get the toy that was inside. Well, that's how this makes me feel. So you can take your finger and you can see the color, and then you can even put it on with your fingers if you'd rather. If you want a lighter application. But isn't that cool? I have 2 of these. Let me find the other one. I have this one too. This one is called Baby. So these came in my advent calendar. I'm keeping them. I just love them. I mean, I love stuff like that. I hate having chapped lips, you guys. I really try to take care of my lips in the winter. Because you know what it does? It makes it look like above here you can see that it's red. All right, that's it. That's today's video. And I think it was somebody, I think, you know who you are that asked me to do a full face of makeup. Okay, but this is like half glam. It's not full glam. But I'll do full glam someday. When I have a day off, I'll do a full glam. But I have other topics that I'd like to discuss too. Maybe that's not dark enough. What do you think? I'm going to put on a little gloss over it. Let's see. This jelly gloss is so cute, cool. That makes me happy. That makes me happy. And you make me happy. And so, yeah, so keep a lookout for my giveaway. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Share it with friends if you'd like. Share it to your timelines, your other social media timelines. I do that. I've been doing that for years, before I even came on YouTube. What else did I want to say? Thank you for your support. I love doing videos. I loved it from day one. With 2 subscribers, 10 subscribers, didn't matter. I loved it. I just love it. I feel like this is where God put me after all these years. So be well, be blessed, be beautiful, because you are. And just know that you're loved. You're loved. Even though you can't feel it or see it, you're loved. There are billions of souls out there that know exactly who you are. And you're loved. And I love you too. Until next time, bye-bye.